Welcome to English Easy Hub. Join us as we ignite the flames of your English learning journey together.
Please subscribe to watch and embark on your English learning journey. Don't miss out on the exciting content. In this insightful conversation, Simon seeks guidance from his professor on how to effectively immerse himself in an English-speaking environment to enhance his language skills. The professor offers practical advice on various immersion strategies, including integrating English into daily routines, leveraging online platforms for language exchange, and utilizing self-dialogue for practice. They also discuss the value of creating a YouTube channel focused on a passion sports as a means of improving speaking skills and engaging with a broader audience.
Hi, Professor. I've been thinking a lot about how to improve my English speaking skills, and I came across the concept of language immersion. I was hoping you could guide me on how to create an English-speaking environment for myself. What are some effective ways to do that?
That's a great initiative, Simon. Immersion is indeed one of the most powerful methods for mastering a language. To truly immerse yourself in English, you need to surround yourself with it in every aspect of your daily life. This means more than just studying. It's about integrating English into your routine. Start by making English the default language on all your devices, listening to English music, and even thinking in English as much as possible. Have you tried implementing any of these strategies yet?
Yes, I've begun watching movies in English and setting my phone to English, but I sometimes feel overwhelmed when I don't catch every word or phrase. I'm also making an effort to think in English, but it's challenging to maintain that mindset all day. Do you think it's okay to look up translations when I don't understand something, or should I try to infer the meaning from context to strengthen my comprehension?
It's a common challenge, but don't worry. It's all part of the learning process. Early on, it's perfectly fine to look up words, especially if they're critical to understanding the context. However, as you progress, try to rely more on context clues. This will help you develop a more intuitive grasp of the language, which is essential for fluency. A useful technique is to jot down unfamiliar words in a notebook and review them later. This turns passive learning into an active process, reinforcing what you've learned.
That's helpful advice. I've also heard that interacting with native speakers is key to immersion. But what if I don't have many opportunities to converse with native English speakers? Are there other ways to practice speaking regularly?
Definitely. While conversing with native speakers is invaluable, there are many alternative ways to practice if that's not always feasible. Online language exchange platforms are a great resource. You can connect with people from around the world who are eager to learn and practice languages. You can also join English speaking clubs, either in person or virtually, where you can discuss topics of interest in English. Additionally, don't underestimate the power of self-dialogue. Practice speaking to yourself in English, whether it's narrating your actions, reflecting on your day, or even discussing hypothetical scenarios. This might feel awkward initially, but it's an effective way to improve your fluency and confidence.
I hadn't thought much about self-dialogue, but it sounds like a great way to keep practicing. I'm also considering starting a YouTube channel where I can talk about different topics in English. Do you think that would be a good idea to enhance my language skills?
That's an excellent idea, Simon. Creating a YouTube channel would not only help you practice speaking, but also force you to organize your thoughts clearly and coherently in English. Plus, it's a great way to engage with an audience who can provide feedback on your content and language use. By consistently producing videos, you'll notice improvements in your speaking ability over time. Have you thought about what specific topics you might cover on your channel?
I'm passionate about sports, so I was thinking of focusing on that, maybe doing game commentaries, discussing the latest sports news, or analyzing teams and players. Sports is such a broad topic, so I feel like there's a lot I could talk about. What's your take on that?
Sports is an excellent choice, particularly since it's something you're passionate about. Passion translates into enthusiasm, which will keep your audience engaged. Furthermore, discussing sports will expose you to a wide range of vocabulary and expressions, especially those related to sports commentary and analysis. To diversify your content, you could also consider doing interviews with athletes or sports enthusiasts, if possible. This will not only improve your speaking skills, but also give you a chance to interact with others in English, which is crucial for immersion.
Interviews would definitely add a new dimension to my content. I could start by interviewing friends who are into sports. But I'm worried about making mistakes when I speak, especially in a public setting like YouTube. How can I overcome that fear?
It's natural to feel nervous about making mistakes, especially in public. However, it's important to remember that mistakes are a fundamental part of the learning process. They offer valuable lessons and are opportunities to improve. Focus on your message and communication rather than on perfection. Your audience is likely more interested in what you have to say than whether every word is perfect. Over time, as you gain more experience and confidence, you'll find that your speaking becomes more fluid and natural. Also, remember that everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The key is to keep moving forward and learn from each experience.
That's very reassuring, Professor. I guess it's about focusing on progress, not perfection. I'm also planning to immerse myself in English by reading more. Do you have any suggestions on what type of reading materials would be most beneficial for my goals?
Reading is another crucial component of immersion, as it expands your vocabulary and helps you internalize sentence structures. Since you're interested in sports, I'd recommend starting with sports-related news articles, blogs, and biographies of athletes. These sources will not only be engaging for you, but will also help you learn terminology specific to sports. If you're looking for more varied content, try reading novels or short stories written in a conversational style, which can help you understand everyday English better. Don't shy away from more challenging materials either. Academic articles or in-depth analyses can help you develop a more sophisticated vocabulary.
I'll definitely start looking for some interesting articles and books. I'm also curious about the role of accents in immersion. Should I focus on one accent, like American or British English, or should I try to get used to a variety of accents?
Exposure to different accents can be incredibly beneficial, especially in today's globalized world. It helps you become a more versatile listener and can improve your comprehension skills across different forms of English. However, if you're just starting out, it's okay to focus on one accent, particularly if it's the one you're most likely to use or encounter. As you become more comfortable, you can gradually introduce yourself to other accents through movies, podcasts, and conversations with speakers from different regions. This will enhance your ability to understand and communicate with a broader audience.
That's a great point. I'll make an effort to listen to different accents to broaden my understanding. Thank you so much for all your insights, Professor. I feel much more prepared to create an immersive English-speaking environment for myself now.
I'm glad to hear that, Simon. Remember, the journey to language proficiency is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay consistent, be patient with yourself, and most importantly, enjoy the process. The more you immerse yourself, the more natural English will become for you. I look forward to hearing about your progress, and perhaps even seeing your YouTube channel in action.
Thank you, Professor. I'll keep you updated on my journey and let you know when my first video is up.
Please do. And as you work on creating your English speaking environment, don't forget about the value of setting specific goals. It's important to have measurable targets, such as learning a certain number of new words each week, watching a specific number of English language videos, or even setting a deadline for launching your YouTube channel. By setting these goals, you'll be able to track your progress more effectively and stay motivated.
That's a good point. Setting clear goals will give me something to aim for and help me stay on track. I think I'll start by setting a goal to upload my first video within the next month. And maybe I can aim to learn 10 new sports-related terms each week.
That sounds like a solid plan. Remember to keep your goals challenging but achievable. As you reach each milestone, you'll gain more confidence and momentum. Also, try to incorporate a variety of learning activities into your routine. For instance, you could alternate between watching videos, reading articles, and practicing speaking. This variety will keep the learning process engaging and well-rounded.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. I've noticed that when I mix up my learning activities, I stay more engaged and motivated. I'm also thinking about setting up regular practice sessions with a language partner. Do you think that's something I should prioritize?
Absolutely. Regular practice with a language partner can be incredibly beneficial. It provides you with the opportunity to engage in real conversations, which is key to developing fluency. When choosing a language partner, try to find someone who shares your interests or goals. This will make your conversations more enjoyable and relevant. And if possible, find a partner who can challenge you, someone who can introduce new vocabulary, correct your mistakes, and encourage you to think critically in English.
I'll start looking for a language partner who's also interested in sports, so our conversations can be both fun and educational. I think having that regular interaction will really help me stay on track and improve my speaking skills.
It definitely will. Consistent interaction is one of the best ways to solidify your learning and gain confidence in your speaking abilities. And don't forget to take advantage of any feedback you receive, whether it's from your language partner, your YouTube audience, or even your own self-assessment. Reflect on what's working well and where you can improve. This continuous cycle of practice and reflection is what will ultimately lead you to fluency.
I'll make sure to keep reflecting on my progress and adjusting my approach as needed. I'm feeling much more confident about diving into this immersion process now. Thanks again for all your advice, Professor. I'm excited to get started.
You're very welcome, Simon. It's great to see your enthusiasm and commitment. Remember, language learning is a journey, and you're well on your way. Keep challenging yourself, stay curious, and enjoy the process. I'm confident you'll achieve your goals. And don't hesitate to reach out if you ever need more guidance or support.
I will, Professor. Thanks again for everything. I'm looking forward to making great progress and sharing it with you soon.
I'm looking forward to it too, Simon. Best of luck with your immersion journey, and I'll be here to support you along the way. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.
The dialogue emphasizes the importance of consistent and multifaceted language immersion for mastering English. Key strategies include making English the default language in daily life, interacting with language partners, and setting specific learning goals. The professor also highlights the benefits of tackling mistakes positively, diversifying reading materials, and exposing oneself to various English accents. By applying these techniques, Simon is encouraged to create a dynamic and effective English learning environment, paving the way for significant improvement and confidence in his language skills.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share to keep the English learning journey alive.